Hey, what's up, guys? Thank you for showing up to today's video series on subject to investing, which is my favorite way to buy houses. That's the only way I do it. I wanted to do this video because I had a few questions from people that were asking, like, what are the biggest objections that you have from sellers when you're offering subject twos? And I really want to put your mind in this space. What is the biggest thing that you think? If you owned a house, you paid on it, and there was a situation that came up where somebody goes, hey, we can take over the payments and we'll make them until we get your house resold as long as your house qualifies. What do you think? Hold on. What do you think the objection is going to be? And I can tell you, this is the main objection that I would ever get, and I will share with you exactly how I handle it. You can say it this way. You can work with us to practice that. But you got to have this in your mind. The number one objection that we'll get, and it's not really an objection, it's a concern. Like in my negotiation training, we talk about handling objections. We go over, hey, is this a real objection or is it a concern? You need to handle an objection differently than you handle a concern. So that's why I wanted to share this with you. But the one objection they're going to have, what if you don't make my payments? Which is really a concern, but technically it's a legitimate objection. And you need to be able to confidently say, it's going to go to foreclosure. The same way it would is if you stop making your payments. But that won't happen for us because I don't make money not making payments on properties. And I wouldn't be here if I didn't think I can do it because the property has value to us. This is a business, is how I make money. So yeah, that's a non-issue, right? That's how I handle that. I know that doesn't sound sexy, but handling objections, especially when you're dealing with subject to deals, it's a ethical thing. You need to be honest with people, and you need to kind of say what they're already thinking. What if you don't make my payments? It's going to go to foreclosure. The same way as if you didn't make those payments. You know, I won't do that, but that's the truth. And then you go ahead and push it a step further and go, look, as a business, it doesn't work if I don't make the payments. So as I'm taking a look at this, if I think the payments are too high, I'm going to say something. I don't want it to go to foreclosure because I don't make any money doing that. And worst case scenario, if it gets to the point where I'm making payments, things aren't working, I may call you and be like, hey, it's not looking good, man. I may have to call you and give this thing back. I know that's not what you want. It's not what I want, but here's where we are. I'm bleeding money here. Is that okay? Because if that's a problem and it's going to keep you up at night, maybe you shouldn't do this deal. That's how I handle that. It's not really an objection. It's a concern. But if it is a true legitimate objection, I don't want to do this because I don't know what's going to happen if you don't make my payments. Answer them with honesty because that's real. All right. So the next one, what was the next? And I have it written down here. The due on sale clause. Very few people that are a savvy person. Well, there's a due on sale clause. That's a term basically that says that at the lender's right, the lender can call the loan due based on certain circumstances, transferring property of title, typically to an LLC, to another person without notifying them, getting approval, and or paying the loan off. So if they go, hey, what about the due on sale? Yes, your property does have a due on sale clause. It's never been triggered on me, but the Garn-St. Germain Act of 82 says that you can transfer a property into a trust, which is what we do for estate planning purposes. That's how we're going to treat this. And then I'm going to make the payments, send them to the bank, and then until the property gets paid off or resold based on whatever it is we choose to do. So that actually answers the question of the due on sale clause. Yeah, there is a due on sale clause at the lender's right, which any right, whether you do it for me or someone else, they can always call the loan due. Now, if it's in pre-foreclosure and they bring that up, what about the due on sale clause? Well, you haven't paid on it. It's already been called due. That's what a due on sale clause is. It's an acceleration of the loan. They put a letter out and say, hey, you're in default. We're accelerating the loan, which is due on now this money's due, right? So all of that stuff, you need to be able to handle it. But those are the two big ones. What if you don't pay on it? What about the due on sale clause? You can't wish those things away. You need to address them. We're all people. If you put yourself in their mind frame, you'd want to know that too. What happens if this shit goes sideways, Vic? Hey, if it goes sideways on both of us. I'm not going to make any money and your property is going to be at risk. If you don't want to do this and it's going to keep you up at night, don't do it. We'll just part as friends. Not a problem. But this is what I can do. This is the offer I can make based on your situation. And I'm okay going forward with this based on what I see or after your house qualifies, how much money I think we're going to make from a business perspective, and you're satisfied. So that's how I handle those two objections. I just tell them the truth. Due on sale clause. It's pre-foreclosure. It's already being called due. That's what this is. Or if it's like, hey, I'm in good credit. What if this happens? Yeah, that's possible. It could happen. That's there. But they can do it anyway. So if you don't want to do that, this is the way that I do it. It's never happened to me so far. We have documents in place to make sure we're good. But if that's a concern of yours, man, we just do it. We don't do it. We just part as friends. Find somebody else to do it, put it on the market. And they probably have already tried those things. These are just last ditch efforts in their mind that do need to be addressed, and you as a professional you need to handle those things. But there's a very specific way to handle them. We go over that in our real estate system, which is Investor School. We would love to have you a part of that. So go to bell-capital.com/real estate training. You can get that training there. We go over our subject to business, which is the pretty house business. I love that. The pretty house, the big money from pretty house business. How to negotiate, how to overcome any objections, because there's really only one, even though I gave you two. How to negotiate the deal, the personality, how people process information. So as you're pre-screening a seller, you can build rapport quickly. You can build trust quickly. They know what you're saying. You can structure your deal the right way, whether it's subject to or subject to with creative financing. All the different 20 ways to use the creative financing that we've used in the past and will be using in the future, as well as there's multifamily training in there. So I would love to have you a part of that. If you have any questions, you can reach out to me. You can leave me a comment. Also, go to sub2madesimple.com. We have trainings there. You can also get in contact with us there. And if you want anything from myself or someone on my team, we can walk you through Investor School, show you what you're getting, and invite you in so you can join our program with all the other people that are going to be there so I can help you personally. All right, so I hope this video helps. And if you like this video, like it, give it a thumbs up. If you like it, give it a thumbs down. If you hate it, don't be a hater and a hider at the same time. Either way it goes, I come here. I want to do these videos for you on this Sub 2 Made Simple series because I know 100% it's going to help you in the house buying business. All right, let's talk soon.